Hello and welcome to Wellington College for round 3 of the schools championship. It has been an absolutely fantastic competition so far. Round 1 we were up in Sedbergh with a fantastic performance against Whitgift. Then it was down to Whitgift where they put on an absolute thriller against Wellington College. Wellington College took the victory in a fantastic game. Now we're here at their home. Bigside behind me. You can see that fantastic stand. I've been up there chatting to some of the names and faces up there. It's incredible. The shirts up on the walls. It's fantastic. We've got Millfield, the visitors, their schools championship debut. It is going to be an absolute rock and roll of a game. We are so excited to be here, and the sun is shining. Who would have thought mid-October? I've got a hat on just to keep the old sun off. I wasn't expecting it, it's got to be said. We're going to talk you through the teams in a little bit, but first of all, we're going to talk to the coaches. And joining me is John Mallett, Director of Rugby at Millfield School. John, how are you doing?
Very good, thank you. Yeah, what a beautiful day. Sunshine, and as you say, it's looking amazing out there. So, yeah, really excited.
Boys are looking fresh. I've seen them warming up, running around, looking very excited.
Yeah, absolutely. Just we said to a few in the change rooms, actually, a special day for them. They love coming here. The idea of Millfield playing against Wellington is one that will get them super revved up, and hopefully we'll see the best of them.
And it's been a big week for Millfield. You've got the Rugby Pass cameras here behind the screens. It's been announced you're off to the World Schools Festival. It's all going on at Millfield at the moment.
Yeah, really. Yeah, super exciting, and it's a great place to be in terms of our rugby numbers. We got so many students right through the school who are playing. We got more playing this year than we have for any time in the last 5 years. So really excited about the whole rugby program in terms of everyone involved.
And you guys have experienced the schools championship atmosphere being up in Sedbergh for week 1. But week 3 here, actually making the game playing debut in the competition. Boys have got to be looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with the championship that we saw that unfold up in Sedbergh and watched that game, and it's exciting now to be able to add those points and the extra bit of competition to those to the table, really. And forever people are asking, who's the best team, where's the championship, who are the top teams this year, and this would be a really good way of identifying that and helping I think raise the profile of games like this that have been going on for years that we know are really good quality.
Yeah, it should be great fun. Listen, I don't want to keep you too long, but just final thoughts before the game. Should be an exciting one. 2 backlines that I think we're going to see a lot of, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so, definitely. I do having seen both teams play, we're probably on par. We should be in for a really exciting game with 2 teams that actually want to play and move the ball a fair bit. So it should be a good one.
Should be great, John. Enjoy the day. We're looking forward to watching it. John Mallett there, the Director of Rugby at Millfield School. And we're going to be joined very shortly by Kyle McDonald from Wellington College. Kyle, who's been new into the job here this season, replacing our very own Dan Richards, who's been doing lots of podcasts with us. But Kyle is the man in control now. Kyle, come and join me. You looking forward to things today?
Yeah, absolutely. Boys, tough game against Harrow, but then with you guys on YouTube with the Whitgift game, excellent. And then we've had Seaford and Dulwich, and the boys are flying. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it feels like there's a bit of momentum, and I feel like today's a bit of a Wellington College day, isn't it? The sun's come out, it's a nice dry track, should be good fun, get the ball nice and wide.
Yeah, absolutely. Weather like this, a little bit moist underfoot, so it'll be quite good for the boys, diving in, sliding, that sort of thing. I think it'll be fun. I think 2 attacking sides, might see a 70 to 80 point game, I think, today.
That'd be fantastic. I'm looking for I want you predicting absolutely everything that we do. Just a word, your skipper's back, Charlie Gould at scrum half. We had a chat before. Really nice to see him back. It's a tough injury for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Injured early February in 7th season, missed Roslyn Park, missed his triathlon world championships in his lower 6. So to see him back out, he played half a game last week, his last ever home school game for the upper 6. So amazing scenes for him.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see him back. Crowd is building nicely as well, and I think that's a really important part about big games like this, isn't it? Because getting those parents out.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the reasons, again, that we start similar to Millfield a little bit later is that the second half, hopefully, we'll have a good few hundred people here for the boys, and it's a great experience. They won't expect this again. To say the upper 6 are the last ever time here, so it's a really important and a fun day.
Should be absolutely fantastic. Kyle, I won't keep you any longer. Enjoy the game. We're looking forward to it. So, Kyle McDonald there. Now we're going to look at the table, how things stand, because I tell you what, it has been a really, really tight and exciting opening. I said earlier that Sedbergh started things off in round one, taking on Whitgift. A fantastic victory for Sedbergh, who have been flying all year, and they are topping the table as things stand on points difference ahead of Wellington College. Both of them have had bonus points in order to get there, but Sedbergh just edging it. Whitgift then in third. They've played two, the only side that have played 2 games. Wellington, of course, just about to follow them in that. They're sitting on 2 points. And Millfield, of course, yet to get any points because they are yet to play a game. Where will they end up at the end of today? Will it be Wellington College that get the win and go all the way to the top of the table, or could Millfield get in the mix? So it's been an absolutely fantastic start. We're looking forward to it. I'm going to jump off this in a second because I've got to get to my commentary position and run you through the team sheets very shortly. But in the meantime, stay with us and enjoy. And we go through the teams then, as we mentioned, with Carl McDonald, Charlie Gould captaining Wellington College alongside Rory Taylor in the halfbacks. Centres, Harrison Hall and Lloyd McEwen-Peters, and in the back three, Tyler Afire, double try scorer against Whitgift, Luke Anfield and Ben Frampton. Up front, Zach Kernan, Dowie Simmons and Owen Nash, Wilf Morris and Oliver Teague, who comes in for Isaac Sprenger in the second row, Michael Campbell, John T. Moraes and Ralph Hoare in the back row, Henry Busby and Finn Walder on the bench with Carl McDonald, the director of rugby. Millfield, meanwhile, will be led by scrum half Ian Davies. I should have got that right, shouldn't I? Like Ian Evans. Tom Howlett alongside him in the halfbacks, Stefan Emanuel and Josh Levenstein in the centres, Matthew Hall, George Cottrell and Sever Carver in the back three. Up front, Ollie Davis, Henry Benetti, Johan Emanuel in the front row, Alex Derring, Ben Madiboye and George Timmins, with Hugo Ormerod and Jack Lee joining Timmins in the back row. Subs, Charlie Brock and Hayden Ebsworth, led by John Mallett, and we are just seconds away from kickoff. Referee looks ready. I think he was just asking for my permission there, in fact. The power of the mic, eh? Almost ready to go. Howlett standing over the kickoff. We are in glorious sunshine here at Wellington College. It's been said before, but we've got to keep saying it because what a treat it is in mid-October to have that sunshine. Howlett kicks us off. It's a spinny one into the skipper Gould, back after so long injured. And Harrison Hall takes it into contact in midfield. I mentioned earlier, by the way, as we were going through the team sheets, Isaac Sprenger out with an injury, and he'll miss the St Joseph's Festival as well. A real shame. The Wellington College man on his debut against Whitgift had an absolute blinder. But in better news for him, while he's missing this game, it was confirmed that he'll be joining London Irish as Millfield go down the left-hand side. George Timmins takes it in. Timmins, a superstar last year. Slightly slow ball as Davis got tangled in with that ruck. Davis testing the fringes, has a little dart through. Davis just caught. Benetti stood in at scrum half for Davis there. Levenstein now with another dart. Millfield making tracks early on. Fast ball, getting it through the hands. Howlett spins it out. Through they go into the hands of George Cottrell, and Cottrell is going to open the try scoring. Millfield have started with a bang here. Electric start from Millfield. Timmins down the left-hand side, Davis then having a dart. Levenstein making headway. And then George Cottrell. We see here on the replay, collecting the pass from Stefan Emanuel and opening the try scoring here in just the second minute of their school's championship debut. Howlett taking his time over the conversion. Which gives me time just to finish off that thought on Isaac Sprenger, who, despite missing this game, got the good news this week that he is joining the London Irish under-18 setup as of now. So a good day, or a good week and a bad week for the young second row. Moved down from Hill House up in Yorkshire this summer as Howlett lands the extras. Millfield have a 7-0 lead, and Wellington College yet to really even get their hands on the ball. Magnificent view here at Wellington College of that stunning Bigside stand. I had a walk around it earlier, adorned with shirts of internationals, likes of James Haskell, Tom and Max Evans. Plenty of age grade internationals as well. Millfield are on a charge again already. Hugo Ormerod this time making ground, and Davis having a little flash around the fringe again. Oh, powerful carry there from Johan Emanuel, a Wales under-18 international. Moved from loose head to tight head this week, did Emanuel. Millfield playing with knock-on advantage, but I think Davis is going to kick that away for a bit of field position. Hangs it high. I saw him practicing his box kicks earlier. They were bang on the money, and that one is too. Millfield up fast and earning the penalty as Wellington College get too eager to get over the ball, going straight off their feet. Oh, kick brilliantly athletically kept in field by Wellington College, who clear their lines up to halfway into the hands of Davis, and now the try scorer Cottrell has the ball in his hands, out wide to Sever Carver. Carver, by the way, just as he's bundled into touch, managed to miss the team bus this morning from Millfield. To be picked up by a rather kindly parent.
They're on their marks now. Get a bit more behind that line, please.
To make the trip up from deepest Somerset to deepest Berkshire.
Hold space!
Some things in school rugby never change. Wellington College and Millfield hopefully set to prove that right on the field.
No, he's falling off the ball.
Gould, so great to see him back. Taylor fizzing it through, now a fire, just can't quite extend those fingertips far enough. Ball
Slow one now. He's touched it, no quick one.
floats out into touch. Millfield will have the line out.
Flag up for me, please. Thank you. 5. That's you. Hold on, let me set up now. Slow one. Let me set up. There we are. Play advantage, not straight. Scrum
Gould
advantage,
does well
black,
to get
not straight.
the ball into the hands of Taylor. Taylor.
No advance, sorry, player. He was honing in on you.
Apologies
Come
there.
back here. Not straight. Option.
Distracted.
Not
by
straight
the,
option, captain.
dog having a bit
Not
of a
straight
yelp at me.
option. Okay, take the scrum. Scrum option taken. Okay, gents, back to that briefing. Space, patience.
Scrum down. Wellington College ball.
Number 8, so I want you
Perhaps the first chance really to launch something.
Crouch!
Gould.
Bind! Go 8.
Returned for half an hour against Dulwich College, but he
That's
wants
come
to
back
get
in.
himself a full game
So
here
my feedback on you guys here.
against Millfield.
To break, both hookers to break foot. Yeah, both hookers. Yeah, but both hookers to break foot. Yes.
Referee with his clear instructions to the players there.
As long as you're happy with the spacing, that's more important. Break feet. Crouch. Bind. Set.
This time the scrum stays up. Millfield get a good drive on though. They've turned that ball over and the referee awards Millfield a penalty.
Yeah.
And Davis goes quick, testing the defence. Brilliant
Yeah, you've
tackle
gone
coming
5,
in there,
captain.
but fast ball for
You've
Millfield.
done 5, captain.
Oh,
5,
good
isn't it?
hands that from Emmanuel. Wellington College have done well just to stem the pace on the
Put it down
attack.
gently,
As Ormerod
slow down there.
is upended a little bit,
Player, captain, come in a
unfortunately.
minute.
So the ref blows up
No,
for the
no,
penalty.
Captain, come in a minute, please. Time's off, not you, they're captain. Let's just be quite clear. Don't mind a big tackle.
What about that
Taking you on the
scrum
buzz,
from
talk
Millfield?
to your players.
Held the shove
Hold
and
on.
then once the referee
They're not ready yet, are they? Time's
had the
back
ball
on.
in,
Sit.
the power came rocketing through.
Black
But
scrum option.
Penalty
22,
doesn't
scrum back
make
in.
it into touch, drifts dead rather.
Okay, scrum option taken.
Ooh, try saying that 10 times in a row. Quick alteration to our team sheet, by the way. Now that they're all nice and close to me, I've just noticed that Johan Emmanuel,
I'm this side.
Wales international, is wearing 1 rather than 3. Ollie Davis in the 3 shirt.
Well, you set the space. You'll set the space. Okay, we'll have a look.
It wouldn't be school rugby if the team sheets were
Crouch!
always perfect, would it?
Bind. You've got to give him that bind on. You're blocking him. You're blocking him.
This time, Wellington get a free kick at the scrum. But it's scrappy ball tidied up by Taylor. Oh, it's lovely handling from Taylor, and then coming in, Ben Frampton at
Roll
fullback.
away now. Get off the penalty advantage.
And a
Play in
penalty
the 9.
Millfield, penalty Wellington rather.
13. Play in the 9.
Millfield guilty of playing the scrum half. Electric start to this game. And really, for the
Okay,
first
use
time
line,
in the
please,
match,
Millfield.
Wellington College have the ball
Sorting numbers.
in Millfield territory.
Sorry.
What
I
can
don't
they do
mind.
with it?
No, I'm not in front of it. It's fine. Okay. They're on the line as well. They're using the line. Is their mark? Use the line, please, Millfield. Use the line. Use the line.
Tidy ball at the line out for Wellington College. Charging in goes Ralph Hawker. Hawker played tight head against Whitgift,
Yeah, fine.
but in the rejig to the pack in Springer's absence, Hawker's ended up at number 8 this week.
Okay.
Owen Nash has come in at 3,
Not back.
making his
Knock back
starting
again.
debut for Wellington College. And as
Take
I
him
mentioned
back in.
earlier, Oliver Teague moving from number 8 to the second row. But Millfield have turned the ball over and are having another dabble down this right-hand side.
Did not survive. Release. Release on the ground. No,
And a
for
penalty,
me,
Millfield.
the players are beyond the ball.
Wellington
That's
College
it.
not listening
Beyond the ball.
to the referee there.
Yeah, that's very good. There's 2 of you. As I said to the captain of the briefing, if you put your hands beyond the ball when you're preventing a contest, I'm going to call it.
Gleaming
Okay.
white
That's fine.
roof of that stand on Bigside. Got to be one of the most impressive first 15 structures in the country, and look at how packed out it is in that stand. Friends and
we're
family
right.
from all over the country have come in to watch this one. as Carl mentioned in pre-game.
Is there an injury?
These are the moments. Make it all so special.
Okay. Fine.
Bonetti then to throw into the line out for Millfield.
Time off. Yeah. Yep.
Or we'll do once we get back underway. A bit of chit-chat going on that far side. Now Millfield is set. Up they go through Jack Lee, and it's fast ball off the top to release that dangerous backline. The try scorer Cottrell
Second release!
Gets wrapped up in midfield, but he's supported well. Davis spots some space in behind. Grubbers it in behind, hammering after it is Timmins, and Timmins has got on the ball. Timmins gets the offload away. Carver off into the corner goes Carver. Does he? No, not quite. Just hauled down. Oh, fantastically by Wellington College. Millfield though still in possession on the attack.
I'm going to go here.
Back they come through Davis, and now his namesake Yayan releases the back line again. Adeboy cuts back in field. Wellington have got their defensive line organised now. Lee, half a look for an offload there.
No hands now.
Yayan Davis goes left to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, the power from Emmanuel.
Sorry, I'm calling time off. Sorry, Captain.
Ref, rightly, due to I think a bang on the head, is just called time on the play there. Millfield will be gutted because they had numbers on that left-hand side. Quite rightly though, with an injury on the field, the referee calls them up, and we'll be moving back for a scrum to restart the game shortly. It's been a bit of a feature of the school season this year. If you manage to tune in to this week's Next Gen 15 podcast with myself and Dan Richards, we talked in depth about injuries and the injury breaks we've been having of late. I'm trying to really reassure parents and viewers that these breaks are more about managing risk. So we're stopping for very, very minor things so that we definitely catch all the major things. So sometimes it looks as though things are a lot tougher than they really are in terms of the scale and number of injuries.
Okay, fine.
Guys like our friends at Return to Play doing an absolutely fantastic job in helping schools manage that process. Some absolutely fantastic work being done to help schools, players and pupils manage those injuries and mitigate against them as much as possible. And they're also doing a fantastic job today keeping my head warm.
Go line. Crouch!
Very kindly getting a double hat did our friends at Return to Play.
Set!
Back on.
And they're ready, get on with it, skipper.
Field of play though.
Millfield
scrum, and Jack Lee breaks off the base.
Penalty advantage. Too slow, moving
Brought
away.
down well, but now they charge through with Emmanuel.
He's fine.
Timmins now has a go.
Use.
Round the left-hand side, go Millfield.
You still have
we saw them score a try like this against Clifton College
in
that opening weekend of the season. Can they do it here against Wellington College?
Tackle!
Inches away.
Still on advantage.
Davis tells his back line to be patient. Millfield playing with penalty advantage now.
Find some arms for me next time.
Short again. And across the line they go this time. I think it might be Ollie Davis that got across the line. Millfield battering away at the Wellington College try line and coming up with the goods for the second time in the match. We see the replay here. We'll see if we can identify who it was in that melee of bodies. They were just short. And then with a sharp right to left angle, they get underneath the posts. And I think it is Ollie Davis, the tight head prop, that got himself over the line. Millfield with the Howlett conversion go 14-0 up here at Wellington College. A wonder start from the Somerset side. What a start from Millfield.
Yeah, hold them there, please, Tim. Yeah, very good.
Timmins gets under the ball. Oh, fantastic take. Timmins is looking big and looking aggressive today here at Wellington College. So too Jack Lee. Just spills that one in contact though. As we see there, number 16 for Wellington College, Henry Busby, has come on.
Engagement, that's great on the distance and holding it there. Can't ask for anything more than that. Holding 9. A new 9. Who's your captain? Where's your captain? Gone to 10. Okay, fine. Crouch!
It looks as though
fine! Hold there.
Charlie Gould has come off, the Wellington College captain.
Hold push!
Finn Walder's come on. And it's Walder wearing 23 that just gets that ball out of the scrum.
Tuck and release! Don't pull him! No hands now!
Wellington trying to string a few phases together. They've really had nothing to play with as Hawker gets on the front foot, gets the offload away as well. Walder to Taylor. Taylor goes short to Frampton.
Tuck and release him, move away!
Now it's through the forwards. John T. Race takes that one in.
Move. Penalty advantage offside.
Taylor playing really flat now.
On the far end.
With his side starting to string the phases together. First signs of something here from Wellington College. A fire gets the offload away down the left-hand side.
Keep moving.
Now Wellington College on the front foot. Taylor looks for real depth. Bit of a loop move in the backfield there.
Release him, no, you're not on the ball. Advantage now over.
Up to the 22. Oh, they go short. Walder had a little dart. Teague now to Taylor. Taylor floats one over the top to a fire. A fire down the left-hand side. We know how quick he is. A fire gets it back inside.
That's it, hold.
McHugh and Peters now, another Yorkshireman, just brought short.
Tackle, no hands, no.
Wellington College inches from the try line. Oh, and over the top, Harrison Hall. What imagination from the inside centre. Wellington College strike back. Harrison Hall finishing off the mood. It was the wheels of a fire down that left-hand side. Back in field to McHugh and Peters. He was just short. They drove at the line. Millfield did really well to stop that charge, but Harrison Hall, just look at that. Brilliant dexterity and imagination from the inside centre. And boy, did his side need that. Taylor standing over the conversion. What a kick from Rory Taylor, the England under-18 fly half. Showing all his class and pedigree there, and it was him that was controlling that attack, wasn't it? Pulling the strings, getting his team on the front foot, using those big looping passes to go wide. And Wellington College back within a try now. 14 points to 7 behind. It's been all Millfield so far. How will they respond to Wellington College stringing that little phase of play together?
Walk away, Wellington, walk away. Walk away, come in.
More of an
away,
accident
players.
there than anything else
Yeah, walk away.
on that one.
Captain, you and your 7, please.
Ormerod immediately recognising that he didn't mean, that he'd done something wrong and that he didn't really mean to do it.
In the air, and you've clearly got time to see him as well.
Straight away issued the apology.
That's a yellow for me. Go.
Gets the yellow card as he knew he would do, but
Gotta be very careful with that.
to me that looked like an honest mistake. Rightly issued a yellow card, but nothing more sinister than that.
Give me a minute there. Okay. Give me a moment.
So, Wellington
Time's
College
back on. Yeah, taken out
scored
in
the
the air.
try, now a man up. An irresistible sense of momentum for the men in the gold and black hoops. Can they build on it?
Yeah, I'm going to take it here if that's okay with you.
A nice bit of interaction between the referee there and the Millfield substitute is
Take
running
it
touch.
5.
I think we'll take
five.
it there if that's okay with you.
Okay.
I.e., I think you've just poached a yard. Dowie Simmons to throw in. Finds his man. And it's good quick ball for Wellington College. Firing through. Oh, McEwen Peters. Oh, he's a real handful in the 13 shirt as McEwen Peters. Moved down from Yorkshire this summer. From Prince Henry's Grammar School. And thriving in the gold and black. As Wellington College thriving down the left-hand side. They scored from this left-hand touchline
He's out the way.
just a few moments ago. Can they do similar again? Moraes
No hands now.
into contact.
Use.
Walder looks left. Millfield defence has that one covered.
Easy, gentlemen.
Oh, a thundering tackle from Jack Lee. The Millfield number 8. And just look what one big tackle can do.
Yeah,
And
good
Millfield
win,
now
first player in.
poach the ball in midfield
Go beyond the ball there.
through
thank
Timmins.
You.
The Bath Academy man, and Davis spots space in the backfield, launches it downfield, and Millfield have 2 chasers up on this. Wellington College just managed to tidy it up. Ben
Release him.
Frampton,
Release him.
but from a try-scoring opportunity, Wellington College now trying to break out from their own 22. Taylor takes it to the line. Grubbers it through, ends up working out. I don't think that was what he was trying, but it ended up okay. Walder now feeds it out wide. McEwen Peters just can't hang on. Timmins, look at the physicality of the man as he dives for the ball.
Restart and lock on. I need a moment.
If you ever wanted
Physio.
the epitome of what wearing the number 6 on your back is, George Timmins
Physio.
is displaying it right now.
Time is off. No, Nick, come see me. It's me. It's me. Oh, no.
I think the referee's got a bit of a bang here.
Planted, he's gone in.
Of all the things we were expecting to say today, I don't think it was that the referee had gone down injured, but
I'm
currently
alright.
being attended to
It's at the moment because it's just right. Had it planted.
by the Millfield physio, by the Wellington physio rather. And Millfield physio's come over to join in as well.
It's here.
Well, I'm not sure what happens here.
Yeah. No, it's not. No, it's just on the outside.
You might find me having to lace up the boots and go and get the whistle out in a second.
Yeah.
Well, there's no shortage of qualified people around, that's for sure. Martin Afires up in the stand.
Yeah,
I'm sure
it's
he
just
knows
really
his way
impacted.
around the
Everyone just moves sideways
around the
for a
laws and
moment.
around a whistle. Perhaps we could get him running
Yeah.
running around there in the middle. But good news, the ref's back on his feet. A round of applause.
Time is back on. Yeah. Knock on.
Julian Rainford, the referee today.
Wellington,
By
let's
the way.
go.
Good to see him
I've got time on the yellow. It's still going.
back in good nick.
It's on a good timer in here, so give me a moment. No, ignore that. I've got it here.
Maybe he was just tired. It's been a fast-paced start
Sorry,
to this game.
12 minutes on the
Millfield were absolutely flying right from the off.
4 minutes.
For the last 5 minutes or so, Wellington College have started to come back into it, scored a try.
Okay. No. under 18s, you keep 8.
And now playing a man up with Millfield having a player in the sin bin.
Yes, sorry. Let's be clear. Yeah. Yes. Sorry. So gents, you go 3 and 4. 3 and 4, no 8, no 8. Crouch.
Ian Davis
Bind.
to put the ball into the scrum.
Set.
Gets the ball away.
16.
Howlett, oh, he's met
Roll away!
with huge force in the midfield. McEwen Peters, some kind of game he's having. So too Timmins, who gets the offload to Lee. Lee gets the offload to Cottrell now. Cottrell takes it into contact.
Release now.
Fast ball for Davis. Finds his hooker. Benetti. Howlett now. Out the back. Oh, wonderful handling from Adeboye.
Take a release.
Oh, that's lovely stuff from the second row. Oh, the ball's ended up going forward, but that is what we love to see. Eddie Jones, are you watching?
Okay, yeah, still got it.
We see here intricate play from Millfield, and then McEwen Peters scythes Howlett down in midfield. But then just look at this as the ball goes wide. Oh,
Level up. 3 and 4.
Beautiful stuff from Adeboye.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
I think Wellington College have had a second injury at scrum half, so they've had to call someone up from the second 15 wearing 22. So I'm afraid we don't have his name. But I hope he shines. Harrison Hall currently shining. He's got options inside and out. He goes out, but they come stepping back in. Offload. Oh, what wonderful hands from Harrison Hall. Oh, that is beautiful stuff from Wellington College. Wonderful, wonderful rugby from Wellington. Rory Taylor, I think it was, that finished it off, but it was all about the handling of Harrison Hall. I thought it had all gone wrong when he went left, and then they cut back inside. But it began with him, that powerful carry through midfield. He had an option in and an option out. He went out to Frampton. Frampton cut back in, and then look at that handling from Hall and the presence of mind to get the ball away. And Rory Taylor, well, that's just a simple run in. McEwen Peters points the way to the post, and Taylor is only too happy to oblige. And if Taylor lands this conversion, we are going to be all square here on Bigside here at Wellington College, and he does just that. From 14-0 down, we are now all square.
Okay, just over a minute on the
Wellington College on a charge, having been behind. Some kind of game here.
Less than a minute now. Less than a minute, we've got it. Okay. When you're ready.
Millfield, having started so well, now the side that are going to feel they need something. Timmins again, majestic in the air on kickoff return. Deering took that one in. Adeboye now. Oh, he's met well by the Wellington College defence. Emmanuel carries hard, looked to get the offload, but sensibly held on. Davis now with fast ball. Howlett. Wide, they're going into contact. Goes Stefan Emmanuel. Ian Davis to Jack Lee. Lee gets the ball on to the try scorer, Ollie Davis. Timmins now. Oh, look at the abrasive nature of the man.
Go.
Lee, half a look at an offload and instead decides he can make a bit of ground. Davis.
Offside.
Ball's a bit wayward, but I think they may have penalty advantage, Millfield.
Outside backs, offside.
They do indeed.
Okay. Yeah, make sure you're arriving at. I can't play that. Player, you can't go into break.
And the referee,
You have a penalty.
I think it said they'll have to use that advantage.
you and the
because
person
they had
who's
erred
beside
at
you,
that breakdown.
good yard in front. Card is back
Ryan
on
Davis, ball tucked under his arm. What are Millfield going to go for here?
now. Okay, there's your mark. Offside.
Well, the good news for them is they are back to 15. Hugo Ormerod making his way back
Use the line,
onto
please,
the
Wellington.
field. And a swap as well in the front
Okay,
row.
got it.
Ollie Davis goes off for a rest. Charlie Brock comes on.
Yeah, help me to help you. You can't come flying in like that.
See him there in the headband wearing 16, the new man.
They're on the line. They're on the line. Yeah, the line is yours, Wellington. Yeah, got you.
Benetti to throw in. Lee brings it down. They form the ball. Goes to ground early though. That's well defended by Wellington College.
Roll away, Wellington, reform move.
We saw them score from bashing their way over the line
Get
earlier.
onside. No hands there, Wellington off
Can
feet.
they do so again for their third? Put themselves back in the lead. Lee goes close. Lee goes more than
Clearly on the
close.
line.
It's not
Clearly
Lee, in
on the
fact,
line.
it's Johan Emanuel. The Wales loose head barges his way over the line, and Millfield are back in front.
Yeah, it was, yes, very good. Yes.
Perfect response from Millfield. Back up to 15 men and straight across the try line.
They're slightly behind. We've got five.
See there, Emmanuel's the man with the ball in hand at the bottom of all those bodies.
Yeah, well, you've got 105 on the kick.
Gets a tap on the backside for his pleasures.
I'll give you a nudge when it's about 30.
I'm afraid that.
Johan Emanuel there, the try scorer. Part of the Under-18 Six Nations Festival last year with Wales, as we mentioned. And playing some glorious rugby with Millfield.
That's 30 now.
And you may have noticed there, he's got blue socks on, or royal blue socks on, rather than dark blue that many of his teammates do, including Howlett, the kicker here. First 15 colours for Millfield are awarded in the form of those royal blue socks. So anyone you see on the field wearing royal blue has got their first 15 colours. As Howlett's conversion just drifts wide, but his team are back in the lead, 19 points to 14.
I've got the perfect time. Yeah, please don't press me. Yeah, yeah. I'll show you after
Stemming the tide as Wellington College built up that irresistible little period of momentum there. Emmanuel copping a bit of chat from a few Wellington College old boys on the touchline. But he's big enough to handle it though. Laughs it off, and Timmins goes sailing in the air, but it's tapped back brilliantly by Wellington College. Harrison Hall though just spills that one.
Knocked on, then he's offside. Penalty.
And a penalty Millfield because it was
knocked
offside.
On, then you're offside.
Following the knock on.
Okay, prop. I've got one. Pack leader. You want a whistle? Okay, that's fine.
Harry, be brave.
Excellent chat from the referee.
I didn't get the number. But clearly
A bit of chat from one of the
forward,
Wellington
you've got
College
Perry
players.
playing the ball.
And he responds
I didn't
with,
get
"Do you
the
want a
number,
whistle?"
sorry.
My kind of
Hold the mark
refereeing
for me,
that.
please. Thank you. Well, if you're going to go, so hold it there. Wellington, use the line now, please. I'm going to put them on the line so you management adjust.
Freddie Gavitas there, Millfield assistant coach. Now running touch. Moved across from Trinity this summer to assist John Mallett, with Mike Baxter moving on to Director of Rugby role over at Pryor Park College. But a spill in the midfield for his Millfield Chargers.
Forward.
Give Wellington College a scrum, just short of the halfway line.
So I've given the mark.
If it
What
wasn't
we're allowed
spilled,
to
it
do
was
is just, because to be fair, I want to make
Just
sure we've got space in the bind, which you're doing really well.
drifting
Let's work
forward,
with
that pass.
Hold space. Crouch! Let's go both eights. Bind! Set!
Wellington College do from this scrum. Oh, it's another huge shove from Millfield, but this time Wellington get the ball away and Taylor takes it on himself. Oh, brilliant bit of tackling from Hugo Ormerod. We've seen some fantastic one-on-one tackling from both sides so far today.
Thank you.
Taylor puts boot to ball,
22 in front.
finds a patch of grass in
front.
behind Howlett, but Howlett covers it well. Has to think about counter-attack, and why not? He's got a bit of support with him. Davis to Emmanuel. What a combination that is. Two Welsh tyros. Jack Lee, he's carried a lot of ball today, and he carried with some success, and he's carrying with great success there. Gets the offload away to Benetti as well. Davis goes right to the boot of Levenstein, who finds some space down the right-hand side. Wellington College will counter though through Frampton, and Frampton looking like he's got a bit about him on the counter-attack as well. Penalty Millfield, and I think it's Jack Lee again who got himself over the ball.
Slow one now, captain.
And the referee marches Wellington College back 10 as well, preventing Ian Davis from going quickly when that penalty was awarded.
Last minute. Last minute. So you're here.
Oh, we are seeing some top stuff here in Berkshire. Both sides pulling out all the stops. I think Ormerod's just getting a little bit of attention. The open side's been putting himself about.
Yeah, we've got about 40 seconds left.
And quite rightly, the players taking in gulps of water. It has been frantic out there. A word, by the way, on Huddle, who you see there alongside the clock, partnering the schools championship and providing professional analysis for the schools with Huddle Assist. Doing some great work in supporting the schools, our Huddle.
Well, we've got 38 seconds left. So,
games all around us here at Wellington College as well. Behind me, I think we've got the third 15. We've got the under 15s somewhere as well. Over on the right-hand side, I think we've got under 15 Bs or something as well. It's all going on.
What I would indicate you've got 38 seconds left on the clock. So
rugby everywhere you look. At one of the most famous school rugby grounds in the country. Ormerod sadly has succumbed to that injury, so Hayden Ebsworth will come on in his place. Ebsworth there you can see in the 17 shirt with the blue scrum cap on.
Holding on. When you're ready.
We're back underway. Howlett pumps the ball into the corner. And Millfield are going to have a rumble again, I'd wager. Twice they've scored from close range. Can they get another just before the half-time break? We see what the penalty was for there as Jack Lee got over the ball absolutely perfectly,
time is off,
earning his side the penalty. And a real sign of the ambition that Millfield and indeed both of these sides play with, that rather than go for what was a fairly simple 3 points, they want to go for the try. That's what school rugby's all about. Scoring tries, giving it a go, and being unafraid to fail. Benetti finds Lee just about, Tidied up by Ebsworth.
That's gone forward. No time for a
Spill
restart.
forward, and Wellington College survive
Offside.
through to the half-time break. A stunning first half of rugby, and we go in at the break. Wellington College 14, Millfield 19, but that doesn't even come close to telling the story of that first 35 minutes of action. "35 minutes of action," by the way, that saw so much going on. We even had an injured referee at one point, but Mr. Rainford is gamefully managed to recover and stay on the field. Millfield staying on the field for the half-time break. Wellington College have gone back into the sheds for a chat. And the game started with an absolute bang. Millfield came flying out the gates, charging down the left-hand side straight away. Sharp breaks all over the pitch, and then eventually crossing in the left-hand corner through George Cottrell, the fullback. Stefan Emmanuel, the man with the final pass to him. He'll be claiming an assist for that. So that was a 7-0 lead, and 7 quickly became 14. Millfield bashing away. This, in fact, was their third try that gave them the lead that they take into half-time. Johan Emmanuel, the try scorer for that one. And it was that try that sent them in 19-14 ahead. Between those two, though, we had this one from Emmanuel's propping partner, Ollie Davis. Buried in amongst all those bodies. He was the man to get the ball across the whitewash. Wellington College responded, though. McEwen Peters going short. But then Harrison Hall, with a lovely little bit of ingenuity and athleticism to reach over the top of the ruck and get the ball down. Taylor converted from wide, and that made it 14 points to 7. And then it was Hall that was at it again, barging through in midfield, getting the ball away to Frampton on his outside. Frampton with a delicious offload, but look at the handling from Hall, the presence of mind to get the pass away, and Taylor was on hand to run it home and converted his own try to level the game up at 14 points apiece. But then Millfield got that third try through Johan Emmanuel, and that sends them in 19 points to 14 up here at Wellington College in their schools championship debut. Millfield on course for victory at the moment. I always wonder, what do referees think about at half-time? Just kind of, you can't really have a chat with yourself, can you? Well, perhaps you can. I mean, that's what I'm doing, isn't it? Kyle McDonald just looking to clarify a couple of things with the ref. That's giving him something to do with the half-time break, I guess, isn't it? Someone to have a chat with. Referee looking as though he's just explaining a couple of things to Kyle now. Wellington College, you can see there in the background, just emerging. What can they do in this second half? We've seen them come back once. Can they come back twice? Rory Taylor has taken over the captain seat, with Charlie Gould unfortunately going off injured, having spent all that time trying to work back from that MCL tear. He got 35 minutes against Dulwich last week. Back to captain the side today, and unfortunately for him, he's had to go off again. We wish him well, hope he's okay. Same for Isaac Sprenger, the second row, who's up there in the stands, unable to play today. Hopefully those boys get back nice and soon. In the meantime, they'll be hoping their teammates can do something about this Millfield lead. Remember, victory for Wellington College would take them to the top of the schools championship table. Victory for Millfield could see them mixing it in joint first place with Sedbergh and Wellington College. And with games against, well, a game against Sedbergh for Millfield to come and a game against Sedbergh for Wellington College to come, that would be quite a tasty little way for things to wrap up in the championship. Back underway though, Millfield putting width on it early. Benetti carries into McEwen Peters. McEwen Peters though defensively so solid today. Davis threatening the fringes, but the ball just spilled as they try to get it through the hands fast. So McEwen Peters now has to show us what he can do with ball in hand, and he can get good position for his side. Taylor, oh, that's a lovely kick from Taylor to get it over the on-rushing defender. Tidied up by Carver though, and Cottrell finds a bit of grass. Frampton now to Taylor. Can he bring a fire into the game? We saw the threat that a fire had against Whitgift. We've seen flashes of it today. He's not had much ball in hand time as the young winger.
You're on the ground, then you've pulled it away.
Millfield give away the penalty, so Wellington College are going to have an early chance to make inroads on this narrow lead. Taylor just having a think about corner or posts. I suspect he'll go corner, and indeed he is. Nudged up just about to the 22 from Rory Taylor.
6 in. Yes, thank you. Okay. No, that's their mark.
An absolutely heaving touchline here
please, Millfield. There's you.
at Wellington College. Fantastic to see.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, it's a trick play, and Teague. Oh, I thought he was away, but the referee says it's not gone 5.
Scrum option taken.
Oh, that's gutting for Wellington College. When you pull those trick plays, you really want them to work because you can't get away with it twice.
Hello. Well, you're in front of that line.
Teague will be gutted. He would have been talking about that one all night this evening.
That's okay.
Just pulls out around the front. They go short. Teague takes it,
Standards, keep them there.
but didn't go 5. Scrum down Millfield in 15. Their scrum was so powerful in the first half. It's a decent nudge from Wellington College here. Millfield get the ball away though, into the hands of Josh Levenstein. He's had to go the long way round, but he has got himself up to 22, has he? No. Walder ripped the ball from him in contact, and now Wellington College,
That's been lost forward.
well, I thought they were on the charge, but they've knocked it on through contact. Millfield survive that scare and will have a scrum to clear their lines from. Chaos. But I think it was ripped clear in the end by Tom Howlett. Walder and Howlett both stepping up. 2 of the smallest men on the pitch, managing to rip the ball clear through contact. Walder, by the way, came on at scrum half earlier for Gould, but he's now dropped into the fullback position by the looks of things, as the player called across from one of the other games
8.
steps in at scrum half. Millfield penalty from the scrum.
Okay, Mark, yeah, no, you've got it right.
Takes them
yeah.
up to about the 22 as they kick
Thank you.
clear.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got your space now, they're held. Take them back in.
Hayden Ebsworth with a big carry there for Millfield, and now Davis thumps the ball downfield, finds a patch of grass, but it's tidied up by Cottrell. Now Walder fires it to Harrison Hall. Oh. Great offload, or great attempted offload, finds its way to a Fire, who gets an offload of his own away to Teague. Taylor decides that attack's going nowhere, so puts boot to ball, but Howlett is there to catch it. Will launch a bit of a counter-attack. Just a little dink over the top from Howlett. Gathers it himself. Oh, that's delicious rugby from Howlett. Howlett looks inside to Davis. Davis is there, but he's well tackled by the Wellington College cover, and the Wellington College cover does a fantastic job to get over the ball and earn the penalty. But how about that from Tom Howlett? Started at fly half for Bath under 18 in the summer, and you can see why with play like that.
Numbers 5.
You see it again here. Look at this from Howlett. Gathers his own chip, beats the first defender, releases Davis. Davis is well tackled, and it's Finn Walder
5 called,
who gets over the ball to earn Wellington College the penalty that's taken them up to this position. That's athletically taken by Wilf Morris. And now Ralph Hawker thunders in midfield. Frampton.
Tackle release. Timing's fine.
Oh, fast hands, brilliant fast hands from Henry Busby. Carried through now by Michael Campbell. Taylor goes short.
No hands now.
Campbell again on the carry.
Move away, player. Well done, 5.
Hawker doing some heavy duty work here for Wellington College. Oh, but brilliantly turned over by Hayden Ebsworth, and Davis goes quick.
Not 10.
Gets it wide. Oh, that's a huge collision. But I think it's a huge collision that didn't involve any arms. So we're going to have
Captain, please.
a Millfield penalty, but I think the ref wants a word with the captains just to talk to them
And your players are blocking in. I'm going to put someone off the side of the pitch.
about a bit of chit chat.
They were standing. You can watch your video after the game. They all stood there. Talk to your players. Okay.
Guyan Davis,
Bring it over here.
the Millfield scrum half and captain, adding so much electricity and energy to their play with those quick penalties.
Okay. Time's back on.
And now with a slightly slower penalty. He's going to ask Howlett to go to the corner. Howlett just gets into the 22.
No numbers called yet.
Millfield
No.
will have a line out. Benetti with the ball in his hands. Brought down by Lee. Lee really the line-out technician today here for Wellington College.
Get on side number 8.
Their maul keeps rumbling on.
Number 3, get out of that black. 3, get out. 3, get out.
Referee telling the players exactly where he does and doesn't want them to be. But the maul just keeps rumbling on. It's gone to ground, just inches short the try line. Davis to Howlett. Howlett, cutting back on the inside was Levenstein, but it didn't go to hand. Now Taylor's got a chance for Wellington College to counter, and McEwen Peters has got the ball in his hands, releases Walder. Carver, oh, great tackle from Carver.
First player in, one.
And steals the ball. So now Davis goes short. This is
Roll away.
chaotic stuff from both sides. But Millfield emerged from it with a penalty, but it could have been a try.
That's your discipline, skipper. Yeah, this is 12 here. First player's in, but
And the
you're still on that,
referee
you're still in
again
there,
marches
blocking
Wellington
the
College back
contest.
10.
Yeah.
He is
Gotta
demanding
move away.
discipline from them. And at the moment, not receiving it in the measures he'd like. Howlett goes to the corner again. Well, we saw the last time how close Millfield got with them all.
Have we called numbers, gents? Okay, thank you.
Will they go even
is up,
closer
Jake.
this time, or will they look to release the back
Time is
line?
off.
Matthew Hall here on the near side touch line. A full 40 or 50 yards back from the line out. He is adding some real depth to
Time
this
is
attack.
back on.
Lee,
No, that's fine.
of course,
Sack is
takes
fine.
the line out ball.
No
This
contest.
time Wellington get it to
Second
ground early,
release.
so Millfield have to bash around the fringes a bit.
Lost forward, play advantage.
Spilled through contact again though, and once more Wellington College are going to look to run from their own try line. Walder has the ball in his hands, releases a fire.
Advantage
Afire steps
over.
back inside, gets the offload to Harrison Hall. Hall is brought
No hands
down.
on Millfield, not on the ball. Take a release.
Teague takes that one in. Taylor, oh, brought down by the outstanding Timmins. And then over the top goes Charlie Brock to get a Millfield penalty, and Davis again goes fast. Lee now to Ebsworth. Ebsworth through the hands out to Cottrell on the far side, and Cottrell is across athletically for his second try of the game.
Score.
Some finish from the Millfield fullback,
No.
but it all began with that scything tackle from Timmins.
Okay. Yeah, you've got it.
And that break from Davis, who then released Lee, who got it to Ebsworth, and into the hands of Cottrell. And look at that for a finish from Cottrell. Gets himself airborne early and gets the ball across the line. And puts Millfield into a 10-point lead. A tricky conversion to come. But that is glorious rugby from Millfield. Howlett standing over the conversion. Strikes it cleanly.
No.
Doesn't quite have the direction on it, but he won't be too worried because his side now have a 24 points to 14 lead, and crucially a bonus point, which means if they win this, they are joining Sedbergh and Wellington College at the top of the table.
When you're ready, skipper.
But we are a long, long way from it being done here. 23 minutes or so left to go. And Wellington College have recovered the kickoff. They're on the attack through Jonty Morace. Wilf Morris now into midfield. Oh, great carry from the second row. Taylor finds Luke Anfield. Finds a fire now. A fire. Oh, it's so hard to bring down. A fire still not down.
Second release.
Busby takes that one in. Taylor now attacking the line.
Roll away free. First player in. He's moved. First player in. No hands down,
Millfield have turned it
Wellington.
over though. And they're going to go. Oh no, the ball just spilled. Oh. So close to an electric attack there. They had numbers on that left-hand side, but the ball just didn't go to hand.
Knock on.
It was Hayden Ebsworth that got over the ball. Ebsworth, by the way, after coming on has been absolutely fantastic in that blue scrum cap.
Okay, front rows, maintain that standard, keep
Made
going.
a brilliant impact on the game.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Wellington College then. Getting the ball through the hands, but it's intercepted by Millfield. It's a foot race for the try line. Who's going to get there first? Stefan Emanuel is going to win the foot race. Stefan Emanuel's going to score Millfield's 5th try. And from underneath their own post, Millfield have snaffled the ball and gone the length. 5 tries, 2 in 2 minutes. Millfield are having a debut in the schools championship to remember.
Sorry.
It was solid ball for Wellington College, but Emanuel read the move like a book and had the pace to complete the job. A fire was catching him, but he was never going to be able to make up that ground. And Stefan Emanuel, well, he made one earlier. He's got one to his name now. And he will remember that one for a long, long time as Howlett adds the extras. And it's suddenly a 31 points to 14 lead for Millfield. What a moment.
Nice stuff! Oi, noise! Let's get some fucking noise!
Yeah. Winger, hold.
Stunned silence around the touchlines.
Go on then, Millfield!
Timmins again just doing all of that dirty work to tidy the ball
You were
up.
first on it.
But
you're holding on.
he's holding on the floor, so Wellington College have the penalty.
Inside. Holding on.
And you've got to think they need to respond fast. And this penalty an opportunity to do just that. Into the corner they go. Perfection from Rory Taylor with that kick.
6 called.
Now he needs his
Use
forwards
that, use that there.
to be every bit as perfect from the line-out drill.
Slightly in front. I'm sorry, I don't want to. If I move you further back, it's not fair on you, is it? Yeah, they're on their mark. You can adjust off that.
Dowie
Where's your
Simmons
scrum half? Thank you.
to throw the ball in. Wilf Morris goes up. Wilf Morris can't collect though. Ball goes over him, and Millfield have a chance to break out. Adebayo
No hands there, Wellington. Off feet.
takes it in.
He's out the way. He's out the way.
Ryan Davis goes wide. Timmins now with the ball in hand. Carver, the left winger, steps past a couple.
Put him down gently,
Goes into
thank
contact
you.
just on the edge of the
Take him
22 now.
back in. Use now, Skip.
Davis. Oh, what a carry that is.
Cleared.
Alex Deering from Millfield, and now Davis uses that ball to pump the ball deep. Walder tidies up. Frampton in the backfield with that little hitch kick, but a thumping tackle from Ebsworth. But it only half stops him. Frampton, oh, he's still going as Frampton. Frampton, this could be brilliant. Oh, he's tackled brilliantly though by Millfield on the cover. Campbell now takes it in, gets the offload away. Taylor
Offside.
into Hawker.
Penalty advantage, Wellington offside.
Oh, delicious rugby from Frampton that was. But it's turned over again, is it, by Ebsworth?
Well, at least 2 points
We're going to
here,
come back
captain,
for a
so
penalty, I
take
think,
down.
but Ebsworth is having some impact on this game.
I
But I'll tell you what, the impact from Frampton there was almost magical for Wellington College.
Skipper,
Receives the ball from Walder,
I can take you.
runs into heavy traffic, is half brought down by a huge hit from Ebsworth. Almost so big that the momentum just rolled him on.
No, sorry, we're in here.
And then I don't think you could quite believe that the space opened up in front of him, but look at that on the cover there.
No,
Can't
no,
quite
no,
make
no,
out the
no,
number on
no,
the
no,
shirt.
no,
I
you
think
stop
it might have been the try scorer, Stefan Emanuel, and Emanuel
Slow one,
has
captain.
saved Millfield's bacon there.
Offside.
His team ended up
use the
offside,
line,
that's why
please.
we've got a penalty here. in front of the
Okay,
post, but
option taken.
Wellington aren't going to be going
Scrum option taken,
for the
gents.
posts. They need tries, and they go for the scrum. 11 or 12 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, hold there, 10.
17 points the difference between the two sides.
Crouch!
We're approaching that kind of territory where Wellington College don't just need tries, they need them fast. Fast ball to the back. McEwen Peters, oh, he's so hard to bring down, but just pulled down by Millfield.
Offside again.
Millfield are offside again, so it's penalty advantage to Wellington College. They may not need it though, they're so close to the try line.
Offside though.
Held up,
5 metre.
says the referee, so we're going to come back for a penalty.
Okay,
5 metres out.
Penalty count. Offside.
I think that's a bit of a warning from the referee there to Millfield.
Here you go, look here, look it's here.
Any more, they could find themselves down to 14. Hawker.
Tackle.
Move from prop to number 8 this week. Carrying big. They go wide to the back line. McEwen Peters. Oh, what an offload from McEwen Peters. Tyler Afire finishes, but that was all about the soft handling and the powerful running of Lloyd McEwen Peters. Exactly what his team needed. Tyler Afire with the try. That's his 3rd in the schools championship.
Got minute 25. I'll let you know. I'll let you know on the 30.
But just look at this from Lloyd McEwen Peters. Has the pace and the power to hold off the defence, and when he needed the subtlety, boy did he show it. And Tyler Afire won't get many easier than that.
Minute 5.
Rory Taylor stands over the conversion.
Yep.
And absolutely nails it. And we are back down to just a 10-point margin. And the clock's been adjusted as well, so we've got a little bit longer than we thought too. Around about 14 minutes left to play. This is not over yet.
Okay. Okay, no delay now. Let's get on with it, please.
Oh, this is every bit as good as we hoped it would be, isn't it? A fire. Oh, it's a great take off the kickoff.
Get on side 5.
Taylor finds
No
Murray.
hands now.
Box kick. Doesn't go quite as far as hoped. Ball's bouncing and bobbling everywhere. I think we're going to end up with a Wellington College scrum.
Knock on. One more step, please, 10.
What
And
a
another
game.
one, thank you. Yeah, that'll do. And your man here.
What a performance from Millfield.
Crouch!
What guts and determination from Wellington College. They just refuse
Set!
to go away here. Every time Millfield have built an advantage, Wellington have come hammering back at the door. Can they do it again here? They've got one back, but they need a couple more.
Counter ruck is fine.
Busby, great carry
Ball's there.
from the substitute.
Go away!
Ball spilled though.
Sorry.
An unlucky one there.
Okay.
Throw in Nash.
Time is off. Take time off. Yeah.
We'll have a scrum just inside Wellington College territory.
Stay down. That's what you're going to do. Yeah, come on. Time is off. Your scrum restarts.
Busby.
Millfield.
Just going to receive a few running repairs from the Wellington College medical staff for that big carry. The touchline's filling up. The younger age groups and the second 15s and third 15s are all done.
Okay, Millfield,
They're building
let's
up.
go.
The noise on the touchlines is built up.
Knock on.
We are setting up very nicely for a blockbuster finish to this game. Millfield scrum. Ian Davis, the skipper, to put it in.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Davis to the
Use
back.
now 9.
Gets the ball away to his back line. Howlett has a little go himself.
Release him on the ground.
Fast ball. George Cottrell now, 2 tries to his name, making good ground. Again, it's quick ball from Millfield as Lee now takes it in. Oh, he's met
Gently
fantastically by the Wellington College
You
defence.
okay, number 8?
Emmanuel, spills that one.
Play advantage,
Wellington College
Scrum
going to look
advantage.
to counter.
Still playing scrum
Scrappy
advantage.
ball, but Teague tidies up. Gets an offload away. Jonty Moraes now.
Okay.
The referee, I think, is going to
I'll try and
decide
let you go there.
that play is going nowhere.
Knock on. No, sorry, apologies. You knocked it on. At least you're alert. Sorry.
Millfield are about to be very grateful to the ref there. He almost gave the scrum to them. Just realised his error in the nick of time.
Keep the standard going, gents.
Look how packed out
Crouch.
that far touchline is.
Bind and hold it. Set.
Wellington College. Hugh Peters has done well
Take
to
a
hold on
release.
to that and
No
to make
hands
ground.
down. No.
He looks some player, does the Yorkshire Academy outside centre.
I'm going to go forward pass first, Chipper. That ball went
But
forward
now the
first.
ball spills forward from Wellington College, so it's a Millfield
Forward
scrum. We're
pass.
sort of lurching from scrum to scrum at the moment, aren't we? And the
Yes, he
away
did knock it
side
on.
will not mind
First thing he
that
did was
one
capture
bit.
as a forward pass.
The clock ticking by.
Yeah, you're doing okay here. Can I trust you? Go that other side? Can I trust you and go the other side? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll stay here then. Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold.
Into the Millfield backs.
Tackle.
Taken in by Stefan Emmanuel. It's him that scored that length of the field intercept. Yohan Emmanuel,
hands
his
now.
namesake, goes into contact.
Yeah.
Another substitute, Ebsworth,
Move away 4. Well done.
takes it in. Davis to Timmins, Timmins to Lee. Lee is met with ferocity from Wellington College. Gets the ball back safely though. And it's intercepted now by Walder. Walder's away towards the try line, but he's brought back brilliantly. Cottrell recovers.
Penalty
But Taylor
advantage.
still has it for Wellington College.
Offside again. No hands.
Millfield are offside, so Wellington College playing with advantage. Teague now takes the ball
Penalty
in.
advantage, Wellington. Get onside.
Another try here, and we
hands, release
really
it.
are in interesting territory. But that ball goes forward, so it'd be a penalty. Millfield were offside
Again,
in midfield
gents, very slow getting back
as
into
they
that
look to
line.
recover from that intercept.
Offside.
But I suspect they won't mind a penalty too much, given what could have been there.
When you're ready, when you're ready.
Taylor. Keeps it sensible with the kick. About 10 metres out will the line out be, as we see it again. Walder, his eyes lit up with the pace on Cottrell to get back. It was
Just
outstanding.
under 8 minutes. 5.
The noise from the far touchline,
Okay,
building
who's
and
your
building.
Yeah,
The
fine.
tension
Skipper, you're fine.
building
here, 10.
alongside it.
Millfield, get in line. No contest.
Great take from Wilf Morris. Oh, and charging through McEwen Peters. Taylor finds Busby. Busby is brought down.
Don't come round 8.
Campbell to Nash. Nash takes it in. Oh, offload. Oh, but it's intercepted. Millfield survive again.
Use now, skipper.
Davis to Adeboye.
Lost forward.
Adeboye loses it there in contact, and Wellington College will have a scrum.
Yeah, I've got it. Just under 7 minutes. Okay. Dare I say, move away from this rutted pitch. Here we
10
go.
minutes
Come over here, gents.
left to play. 10 points the difference. 7 minutes left to play, in fact. 10 points the difference.
Knock on. Yeah, hold there, 10. Well done.
Wellington College
Are we happy with spacing,
need
gents?
2 tries.
Okay, I would agree. Bring it
They're
in.
to get their second win from 2
Crouch!
in the schools championship.
Bind!
If they don't,
Set!
it'll be a Millfield victory in their schools championship
Yeah,
debut.
you've brought it down yourselves. They've got
Taylor.
possession. Get on with the game.
Receives it on the loop, but it's read fantastically by Stefan Emanuel.
Tackle release! No hands! No hands!
Slow ball for Wellington College. McEwen Peters
Tackle release, move 9! No hands in there! Rock!
takes it in.
Play
Taylor
on, captain.
has to
Don't
jump
call me.
to catch that one, but still makes a bit of ground. Gets the offload to Wilf Morris.
Roll away 6!
Morris,
Penalty
now
advantage.
Taylor again. Taylor goes wide, but it's intercepted again, but I think it's going to be another penalty. And I think this time the referee might say that's one too many, will he?
Too many
He
players
certainly
hanging
wants
around.
to have a
Next
chat.
one goes in the bin. Yes, you will. Talk to your player. Next one goes in the bin. Yeah. Time is off.
Millfield survive it. Referee sends Davis to have a chat with his mates and says, one more, and it's a yellow card.
Okay. Let's go. Time's back on. 17.
Penalty Wellington College.
Scrum option taken.
But all the while, that time is ticking away. Scrum called. They've gone for the
Over 5
attacking
minutes.
option. Of
Let's go
course
with
they
the game.
have. They
No
have
delays.
to.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Ball in, but it's another big scrum from Millfield.
That's all it is.
Goes round 45, will go again, but again the clock just keeps on moving. And every second that it ticks by is another second closer to victory for Millfield.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Penalty advantage.
This time it's to the back, it's penalty advantage. I suspect we'll see a yellow if there's not a try. Taylor gets the ball out to Frampton. Frampton gets across the line. We are going to get the grandstand finish here on Bigside. Ben Frampton, the London Irishman, gets across. 5 points the difference.
4 minutes. With time on the
It was
clock.
tidy ball from the scrum,
As well, captain.
soft hands from Hall. Taylor then with the pass out to Frampton, and Frampton, all he had to do was dive across the line. And he has given his side a chance. Taylor's conversion is over. 3 points between the two teams. Both sides with try-scoring bonus points. Absolutely in the balance. 4 minutes to go, 3.5 really.
I never said that. I know what I said to their captain. You weren't there.
Millfield
Wait on, wait on.
have the lead, 31 points to 28, but Wellington College
That's okay.
have all the momentum, and they've got a bit more now because the kick's not gone 10.
Option. Scrum option taken.
We will have a scrum on halfway, Wellington College ball. And they are going to have 3 minutes to find themselves a score.
That's your binding on the last scrum. That was your binding on the last scrum.
This is what school rugby is all about.
Sorry. Okay,
Tension,
well, to be fair,
drama,
okay,
passion.
you've been perfect to that point. So not much to fix.
And an absolutely top quality game of rugby that right now could go absolutely any way. It's already been a stunning comeback from Wellington College. Will they complete it? Harrison Hall breaks through the first tackle, gets the offload. McEwen Peters holds off Timmins. Timmins though brings him down. Oh, Timmins having to make a big impact there. Moraes into contact. They're up to the 22 though at Wellington College. Taylor fires it wide the space. Luke Anfield now to Hall. Hall gets away, but he's eventually taken down.
Still playing penalty advantage.
Penalty advantage now to Wellington College. Morris
still on advantage.
Met with a bit of force there.
Tackle, no hands,
but they have a penalty in the bag to Wellington College. Taylor to Nash. Nash deep into the 22 now. Timmins gets over the ball, he steals it, but we will have a penalty, and I think this time we will have a yellow card. Millfield, if they're going to survive it, I think are going to have to survive it with just 14 men.
Not a power identified. It could have been at least 4 other players in there, captain. I've given a warning, so it's been able to go. Thank you.
Hayden Ebsworth goes to the bin.
140.
It's just been an accumulation of penalties.
Sorry, sir. Okay.
2 minutes left to play, and Wellington College are 3 points behind and have a penalty in the Millfield 22.
Water off now, please. Thank you.
This is the game right here.
Time back on. Offside. Scrum option taken. Scrum option.
And they're going to go for the scrum.
Sorry. Yeah.
We saw in the first half Millfield turn a scrum over.
4 and 3, gents. 4 and 3. Yeah.
What they would give to do that right now.
Oh, sorry. 3 and 4. Apologies. Yeah. Okay.
Both sides down to 7 in the pack, of course.
Let's go, gents.
Because at school level, when there's a yellow card in the pack, the other side has to drop a man. So Wellington College have an extra man in the back line over Millfield. They go fast to the right-hand side. Taylor steps in. Oh, he's met well.
No hands now, Millfield.
Great defence from Millfield. Oh, and it's knocked on.
Knocked on, no.
Scrum down Millfield. Under a minute to go. All they're going to have to do is secure this ball at the scrum. Taylor took it in, and as the ball got to the back, it was just spilled. It was a mess at the ruck. Millfield were coming in hard, and the ball just knocked loose. Millfield with the biggest scrum of the season so far. Goes down, those seconds tick by.
I want to have a look at it. I'm calling time.
I think
for the first time in 70 odd minutes, I want some height out of both of you. Both front rows.
Referee laying down the law at the scrum. He wants height.
Hold. I'll let you know, captain.
Referee will let the captain know. Will let Ian Davis know when time is up. Right now, he needs his forwards to do him a job and get this ball to the back of the scrum safely. They've done job 1. Davis now does job 2 and feeds the ball to Stefan Emmanuel, who does job 3 and gets the ball safely. And Davis now does job 4 and gets the ball off the field. And Millfield have won here on Bigside, 31 points to 28. A stunning victory from Millfield, an epic comeback from Wellington College, but they couldn't quite get that final bit of the job done because Millfield came up with the play, and Millfield have won on their schools championship debut, and what a win. £31 points to 28. a brilliant victory from Millfield. George Timmins there that we were just zoomed in on. An absolutely epic performance in the back row. But there were players on both sides that stepped up in a huge way. Timmins, Emmanuel, both Stefan and Yohan Davis at scrum half for Millfield. The centre partnership for Wellington College of Harrison Hall and Lloyd McEwen-Peters. Ben Frampton and George Cottrell, the two fullbacks. Henry Busby off the bench. Finn Walder, Hayden Ebsworth. The list of top performances just goes on and on and on. A game of absolute wonder here on Bigside. And we're about to see something very, very special because the Millfield junior teams are lining the tunnel. They want to celebrate their side's victory, and why not? That is a game, a performance, and a victory worthy of celebration. Both sides absolutely fantastic. Heartbreak for Wellington College. Twice they had to try and come back, but Millfield just had enough. You see the teams go through the tunnel. Special moment. The boys on either side know each other so well these days. A huge amount of respect there after what was one of the games of the season, possibly the game of the season. It simply does not get much better than that. Schoolboy rugby, no skill and no leaders. Pull the other one, eh? George Timmins and Yohan Davis there in the foreground. Two absolute superstars. Performances of real quality from both of them. And I'll tell you what, we'll look through as our man Richard Jackson there with the slightly jaunty run. Makes his way across the pitch. If I know him, that'll be to regather the ref mic. Ever protective of those. It all began though with a George Cottrell try after just 2 minutes of play. Stefan Emmanuel feeding the ball out wide to him, and Cottrell only too happy to stroll across. And 7-0 was quickly to become 14-0 when Ollie Davis went battering over from close range. But this was the first of those Wellington College comebacks. McEwen-Peters going close, he was so good today. And his centre partner, Harrison Hall, came pretty close as well. Dotting the ball over. And then 14-7 became 14-all after some lovely play from Harrison Hall. Saw Rory Taylor get across the line, and at that point at 14-all we thought this is game on. There was a third try for Millfield before the break, and it was Yohan Emmanuel so that was 19-14, and that was how we went in at the break at 19-14. But this was where Millfield just accelerated away. They put their foot down early on in the second half. Ebsworth feeding Cottrell for his second try of the game, an athletic finish in the far corner. And then very quickly, they pulled yet further ahead through this intercept from Stefan Emanuel, who had the gas and had the fitness to go the length. And at that moment you thought, done and dusted. But you do not count Wellington College out. But Wellington College, with an amazing offload from Lloyd McEwen-Peters, fed the try-scoring machine that is Tyler Afire. But even then, a comeback seemed unlikely. But what looked unlikely at first suddenly became very much a possibility when Ben Frampton was released by Rory Taylor, floating over the touchline. But that was to be it. 31-28 it finished up. Millfield just clung on. And then cue the celebrations. Millfield rightly, absolutely delighted with that one for a 31-28 victory. And I'm lucky enough to be joined now by Kyle McDonald. Kyle, that's, I suppose, a gutting way for it to end for the boys, but what an incredible game and an incredible spirit just to be able to come back and get that close.
Unbelievable game, like amazing game for the boys to be part of. I said 80 points, what was it, 60 point game, wasn't far off. Yeah, amazing. I thought a couple of our lads stood up really well in defeat. I thought our 12, Harrison, was phenomenal, went back on sort of 50% fit and still gave everything. Our back row tried to punch with those guys who I thought they were unbelievable. But Millfield should rightfully, I think, win that game. They were slightly better than we were, but yeah, great game to be part of.
Oh, it was absolutely stunning. I mean, just watching that whole game unfold, it was incredible. But the effort from the boys to come back from sizable deficits twice, get so close. I suppose really that's what you're looking for, is that spirit, is that drive. And in the likes of, I thought, Harrison Hall, as you say, and alongside him, Lloyd McEwen-Peters, just so much power, but also subtlety with their play as well. I just thought fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, the intercept that went, what was that, a 12 point, 15 point deficit after we'd had sort of 5 minutes with the ball is a killer. So it was really interesting. As coaches, we actually said at that point, it'll be interesting to see what this turns out. It could be 50-10 or it could be 30-30 as it turned out to be. So, yeah, really, really impressive from the boys. And again, a lot of energy going into St Joe's now next weekend. Hopefully we see Millfield again and we get to see what a 15-minute version looks like.
I'll tell you what, in 15 minutes I still think we could be seeing 30 points each. That was stunning stuff out there. Carl, I'm going to let you go. We're about to be joined by John Mallett, but thank you very much. What a game. Carl McDonald there, and John Mallett, the Millfield Director of Rugby, making his way over to us. John, what a game.
Yeah, it's exciting. I think I kept saying exciting before the match, and yeah, wow, the sort of schoolboy habit of being able to play a game, and that open is going to give people a chance to play and teams to score, and so there was no opportunity to rest really. I feel quite breathless. Heart rate still a little high there.
Yeah, there was certainly plenty of drama going on, but I want to talk about one of the guys who was not necessarily one of the flair players out there, but George Timmins in the back row. Yeah. Outstanding.
Yeah, we knew it was a massive boost. It's the first time George has played this season, and yeah, it was great. He's a real talisman for the whole team in terms of just his attitude, in terms of how he applies himself, training and throughout his sort of school day to day, and the boys' joy of having him back in the group just made it. I think other younger players lifted their game just because he was around and part of that. Yeah.
And I guess days like these, I mean, matches like that, experiences like that. That's what it's all about. That is rugby at its sort of joyful best.
Yeah, certainly from a school point of view, those boys on both sides will remember that game for a long time, and that's the joy. They love playing the sport. Their excitement around that today for both teams, and they'll go away from. We'll take loads from that, and also I think the experience of them becoming better players will also, and the pressure within that game, and all their mates watching and cheering for them and stuff is all lessons learned really on a day like today.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, and the boys will be enjoying themselves. Be a loud bus journey home, I'd imagine.
Well, I hope so. It was pretty loud on the way up, and various grumpy school teachers trying to turn the music off. But I'm sure we might let them turn it up a little on the way home.
Yeah, I was going to say, good luck keeping it turned down on the way back. John, thank you so much. A great game, and we'll catch you in a few weeks' time. So it's all over here at Wellington College on Bigside. An absolutely fantastic game of rugby. Round 3 of the schools championship certainly didn't let us down at all, did it? And it's all finished up. Wellington College 28, Millfield 31. Millfield joining Sedbergh and Wellington College right up at the top of the table on 4 points. We can't wait for the next instalment after half term.